My little sister smirked as she chose to stay with our gambling addict father, thinking she had stolen my future, completely unaware that in our past life, his redemption cost me my own life. To understand why I walked away into the rain without a fight, you have to know the history we just rewrote. In our previous life, I stayed with Dad, worked myself to death paying off his debts, and died of a brain tumor just as he became a millionaire. Chloe, meanwhile, went with Mom and suffered emotional abuse until depression took her. Now, reincarnated and standing at the crossroads of our parents' divorce, Chloe snatched Dad's cigarette and clung to him, convinced she was securing the good life this time around. She even mouthed, "Don't come begging for money," as I picked up my ticket to the coast. I didn't warn her. I just smiled, grabbed my duffel bag, and walked out, desperate for a life where debt collectors weren't banging on my door. My mother picked me up in a sleek black Mercedes, her face a mask of disgust as she ordered me to put my filthy bag in the trunk to protect her leather seats. The drive was a 5-hour lecture on how to be invisible in her new husband's mansion. Don't speak, don't make noise, don't exist. As we pulled up to the villa, pain spiked in my head, a familiar reminder of the tumor that killed me before. I swallowed the taste of blood and followed my mother inside, watching her transform into the perfect submissive wife. In the living room sat Mr. Henderson, a man with a blanket over his legs and a cold stare, looking up as we entered his silent, dead kingdom. My mother called me crazy for choosing a dusty storage room over a luxury guest suite, terrified I was trying to make her look like an abuser. But she didn't know I was dying, and the storage room was the only place the sun could reach me. To understand why I fought for a closet, you have to know what was killing me. The brain tumor from my past life had followed me into this one, messing with my temperature regulation and leaving me perpetually freezing. The north-facing guest room my mother offered was a tomb of cold air, but the south-facing storage room promised sunlight, my only source of comfort. When I demanded the switch, my mother exploded, her voice shrill and panicked, accusing me of being ungrateful and trying to sabotage her marriage to Robert Henderson, the wealthy, emotionless man who ruled the house. She was terrified he would think she was mistreating me. But Robert, drawn by the noise, simply looked at me with his dead eyes and asked what I wanted. When I pointed to the storage room, he didn't care about optics, he just wanted the noise to stop. "Suit yourself," he said, dismissing my mother's hysterics and walking away. I dragged my bag into the dusty room, ignoring my mother's angry jabs. I didn't care about the clutter or the dust, I only cared about the floor-to-ceiling window that would let the sun warm my dying body. I tucked my medical diagnosis inside a photo album, under my pillow my secret death sentence, hidden in plain sight, and slept soundly for the first time, free from debt collectors, invisible in a house that felt more like a mausoleum than a home. My sister called screaming that I had stolen the family's money, but when I told her I needed it because I was dying, she just laughed and told me to stop playing the victim. To understand why I finally cut ties, you have to witness the sheer entitlement of my former life chasing me down. Chloe bombarded my phone during a silent lunch with my stepfather, Robert, accusing me of stealing a passbook containing $5,000. She didn't care that I had earned every cent washing dishes. She only cared that Dad couldn't buy cigarettes and was smashing up their house. When I calmly explained the money was my medical fund, she scoffed, threatening to ruin my reputation at school if I didn't transfer it back immediately. I looked out at the garden, listening to my father curse my existence in the background, and told her she had to walk the path she chose. I hung up and blocked her number. The stress triggered an immediate physical revolt. Blood gushed from my nose, warm and relentless, staining my hands and clothes. I rushed to the bathroom to scrub away the evidence, but Robert caught me, standing in the doorway. He saw the carnage, my face streaked with blood and water. Instead of disgust or anger, he handed me a towel and asked if this happened often. I lied, blaming the heat, but he saw through it. He looked me in the eye and told me to stop being tough, reminding me that no one gives prizes for enduring pain alone. He left me holding a towel that smelled of pine and decay, leaving me with the unsettling realization that the stepfather my mother feared might be the only person who actually saw me. Welcome to share your feelings in the comments section. Remember to like and subscribe, and if you want to see more story content, please check out the other videos on my channel.